you're well. Just turn the tally down a bit. That's it. Zoomed in. Well, last night we was on TikTok. Tonight it is YouTube. A little bit of different format this one is. We don't have to give gifts or anything like this one. I think it's just a case of donating money on this one. I don't quite know how it all goes. Every social media platform has a different new way of doing things. Anyway, enjoy. This is the newest one. This one's Nikita. go. Oh, we've got some people on board. Hang on, let's move over to here. Move the stool a bit, I'll get a bit closer. Hey guys, how you doing? Hope you're well. Did you follow me last night on TikTok? I was on TikTok, and the night before I was on Facebook. Can you play? Ooh, Chemical Brothers. Oh my gosh, what's that? Can you play Chemical Brothers? I could probably do it if I know it. What's it called? What's it called? Can you get the Chemical Brothers? It's called Go Song, is it? Oh, okay. Normally I'd do a search, but I don't think I could do that on this because I'm doing live stream with this phone. Then I'd have a listen to it, but I'm going to have to get another phone then for this, or an MP3 player or something. Chemical Brothers, that's sort of housey music stuff, isn't it? I shall have to have a look at that one, see if I can master that one. I probably can if I can get the tune out of it and learn it by ear. But yeah, I don't know it. That's the thing. I've got to know it. You see, that's the thing. Hang on, what we got there? There's got some more people on board. WSPPP. Wow, some sort of code. WSPPP. What's that mean? So, thank you very much. Whatever it means must be good. Said hi. Oh, okay, hi. You'll have to write that one out. WSPPP. I'm not into these codes. I don't quite know what we're on about. Can you play Chemical Brothers Go Song? Go Song, Go Song, Go Song. I don't want to touch too many things here, otherwise we're going to lose each other. Let's see what. Can I get it to actually search? Probably won't be able to do a search while I'm online. No, because I can't get out of this. Once it goes live, but you can't get back out. It takes all the screen up. I will look into that one, mate. It's Chemical Brothers. Okay. I pay. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Thank you very much. Yeah, that'll be nice. I think you can actually pay easy on this system because it's basically an easy system. But bloody hell, TikTok's right complicated. To try and get sort of that one to work, it's a right nightmare. What's up, my boy? What's up? All right, mate. Thank you. How you doing? Are you enjoying the music? I see you're number 2 fan at the moment. Frosty's number 2. Oh no, you're number 3. Frosty's number 2. And we got, is that Banana Taxi number 1? Says I'll pay. Okay, you're the one that wants to do the Chemical Brothers one. And I'm the one that's trying to figure out how it goes. Is there a link you can send me? I might be able to click onto a link and go straight over. And then I could have a listen to it. That might be one way of doing it, thinking about it. What's that? Add a question and answer sticker. Song lyric that really represents. It's all right. AI's kicking in now and again. It's giving me I don't know if you got me or not. Basically, that would probably just sort of be like a pause. What a game. Oh, it's not even allowing me doing the text now. Must have lost the signal. Okay, so what I'll try my best then is to look into that one. So it's Chemical Brothers and it's called Go, is it? Okay, Chemical Brothers Go. Chemical Brothers Go. Normally I ask my phone to do it, but can't do that at the moment because it's on live. Never mind. We will carry on. We will carry on. This is the House of the Rising Sun. Well, my version anyway. Enjoy. House of the Rising Sun there, and that's my version. Yeah, so let me think. Chemical Brothers. Chemical Brothers are sort of like it's a dancey thing, isn't it? It's a dance beat. Chemical Brothers. It would be probably a club dance, or one of these probably. Let's have a quick listen to the beats. Is that the sort of beat we are looking for? arpeggio. Oh, I see, it's an unlockable one, that one. That's the sort of thing, isn't it, you're looking at. We can also bring in the left hand. I could put some dance mixes on the pads. Or we could do two. It was close to it. I can't remember where go goes anyway, but yeah, that was one of the beats that they would probably use. It was. I'll tell you what it was. It wasn't a model. It was that was a club dance one actually. What's the club dance two then? Let's have a listen to that one. That's the same, really, isn't it? Let's try club dance one. Okay, a little bit different. About the same. Whoa! Well, there was some rare stuff going on there. That was a club dance tube on the style. We had a trance pad, trance sequencer. We also had a club lead on here, mixed with a trance, with a dance hook on the right. And a soft ensemble on the left and the right. And all that was mixed together to make that wonderful sound. Oh, well, look at an organ up here. So there you go. I'm still looking into that other one for you, mate. The Chemical Brothers, and I think you said it was called Go. So I'll look at that one, see if we can figure that one out for you guys. Do you like my disco lights? It's some sort of app that's on this phone. It's quite cool. Looks like a bit of a disco, doesn't it? Well, a green, purple, and green, purple. Yeah, green and purple disco. What we got there? Oh, we got Molina de la Rosa. Nice name. Thank you very much. Must be a bit of either a bit of French or Italian or a bit of Spanish, one or the other. There's no flag behind you, so I can't figure out where you come from. But yeah, thanks for joining us. And you're #1 fan at the moment. Looking at that on the leaderboard. Let's have a quick look at the leaderboard. On the leaderboard, yes, you just took over. 75 light. It's that X75 XPs, whatever an XP is. I don't quite know what an XP is. I thought that was going to be a light, but it's an XP. But thank you very much. The 75, and we got BAN, the banana one. He's at 50, and also joint with Frost. He's on 50. So 1, 2, and 3, or my 1, 2, and 3 most fans watched at the moment. Thank you very much. Hope you're all well, and hope the weather's pretty good. It's really hot over here in the UK, which is kind of weird, but there you go. It's we're getting used to it. I keep jumping in the swimming pool in the hot tub every now and again to cool down. So yeah, it's all good, but it's all kind of really hot what we're used to. Don't have air conditioning on. Okay, unbelievable. Good job, I got it on the front and top on and the bottom. I put it in when I first bought the house. I thought I'm going to have that just in case, because it started getting warm. That was about 20 years ago. It was easy enough. I bought a second-hand unit, which was an old office being bashed about a bit. I said, I'll buy the air conditioning off you. And paid 140 quid 20 years ago, I think. And then put it in myself, drill the hole, put all it, set it all up myself, got it all on the wall, drill the hole so it was all through the back and then down the bottom again, and then the other unit was on there. And yeah, it's never let me down. Actually, I've had about 20 years now. I think I did pay about £50 for a guy to gas it up for me because it just wanted some gas. And it's never let me down. Never let me down, Dan. Might just like the hot tub in this room pool. I built that about 20 years ago and all, and they're like brand new. All on decking and that. Just keep looking after it every now and again, that's all. Not hard to keep looking after these things. Same as these leaves get looked after like brand new. They forget they're 20-year-old. One's upstairs, a 40-year-old, and they work just as good. If you follow me on the Facebook, go back to Saturday and you'll see me playing in the studio. It's kind of cool, that dance stuff, isn't it? Yeah, interesting. Let's try a bit of electronic then, see what we do with electronic. There you go. How long have you been playing on the keyboard? Oh my gosh. Well, when I was 3-year-old, I had the talent to play a little keyboard, any little keyboard that they mum and dad bought, and it just took on from there. I always learnt it by ear. I never had a lesson, never learnt the music. It's all self-taught. Whatever I hum in my head now, I can just play like that. And good thing about Taurus is it's got 1,800 different styles, and you can just basically pick a style, and obviously my ears will pick something up and then make something with it, or basically make something completely new. Um, I've been at it a long while because I've got over 52 albums. So it's been a full-time thing. I remember when I was at school, I used to, well, I used to come out early actually, you could say, when I was 14, and go down the pub and play the organ there because they'd got an organ, big organ there. I don't know, it was a massive thing. This thing was 3.5 grand at the time. And but then they got no one to play it, and they hired me, even as a 14-year-old schoolboy, to come and play this thing, and it just word took off then after that, and that was it. I went mad. Loads of people wanted me on British Got Talent, but they didn't really bother that because basically that's just a con. I'm not really too interested in the music business because it's a big con. So I've done everything really myself. All my music's on Bandcamp, and it's an old traditional shop where basically you go online, you buy your album for tenner, I get £8. It's far, far more than what I'll ever make on streaming because there's so many people want so many things, a piece of you, and also basically they don't pay enough anyway, so it's not even worth going on it. So I've not got a distributor, I've not got a label. My label is myself, Stephen Francis, and basically that's what I've always done. I'm 64 now, semi-retired. I used to do care homes. I've done over 100 care homes at sometimes. Gone out, done gigs, been in bands, gone around the world. It's been busy. But now I'm 64, I can just go and do the stuff myself. I've got a studio upstairs, home studio. It's all set up. I've got another room which is an office. Down here we've got 2 keyboards. Upstairs I've got 6 keyboards. I'm still making albums. The latest album I've made is with my phone app, believe it or not. I was outside in the garden chilling away there, and I decided to make some music, and I made it with the app that I had on the phone. Like, it's not an AI, right? It's, you still have to do all the manual stuff like I do here, and it's called Computer Weekend. So if you go and have a look at the link on Bandcamp, that's on here, or if basically you have a look at some of the yeah, it is on actually here, this one. It's only on TikTok, it's not. If you have a look on some of the videos I've done where you can see a camera facing down on about 6 keyboards, that's the home studio. I've got a camera on the roof. So that's how it is, like, it's kind of cool. Keyboards. This one is a 3 grand. What's it? Taurus 3. I also run Taurus UK at home in the group of Facebook. So if you ever get a Taurus, come and join us. I don't have any advertising, but I do get rid of all the scam and everything because we've got over 8,000 fans on there all around the world that's got Taurus as keyboards. And I'm in charge because I'm the only admin that looks after it. So if you get the chance to get on board, there's some great guys on there. We don't muck about or anything. You can have videos on there as long as you play on a keyboard. I can see that's in live. One or two little rules and regulations. We don't do any selling or anything. I took it over from 3 years ago from a guy that never really bothered anything. He wasn't even administrating it. There was porn on there, there was scam on there, there was everything. It was terrible. And I came on board, I really bought into him. I says, look, if you can't bother to do the buggers, send it over to me and I'll do it. And within a week, I got rid of all the scammers, got rid of all the porn and everything. And it's never, ever had a bad name. It's always had a good name. We've got so much good going for us. And I look after it because I think the reason is that I'm very strict. I won't have anything. I set some rules out for people to join, and it's all about Taurus. If you've got a Taurus keyboard, you'll know everything about it. So that's where the actual questions and answers are. That gets rid of half of the scam, and half of the porn and everything like that gets rid of all them because I'll stop all that anyway. So yeah, I'm in charge of that group. I'm also in charge of Casio UK. So I look after the Casios because I've got 3 Casios upstairs, which are 40-year-old Casios, top of the range. So I look after that. Same sort of thing, set some rules and regulations. If they know what they're on about, they'll come along there, and then I'll say, yes, you can come on board, or no, you can't come on board. I've got full control over that one. And that's another group that's got no spam or no porn or anything, because I won't allow it. If someone does get on board and they start doing that, then they're straight out because I've got full control over that. So I am the sole administrator of Casio UK and Taurus Owners Club UK. And we've never had no porn, we've never had no scammers or anything like that, because I'll stop them. I'm the gateway that stops them straight away. There's no other administrator, it's just me. I also look after 432 on Facebook, which is the frequency that I play in. A little bit different, obviously, to every other musician, and that's the secret why I play well, because I play in a chord of 432. I tune my keyboards to 432 and not 440. A lot of musicians know that they've been taught back in the 60s 440. It's not, it's 432. And if you know that secret, that's how you play well. And you don't even think about it. It's like this. I could just say, okay, there's oxygen there, I'm going to play oxygen. This is Jean-Michel Jarre. And there you go. That's how I do it. Always wanted to play guitar or piano. Wow. Well, there's a little secret there. You could go the way that they teach you. I say they teach you in school, but it's wrong. But really, if you want to play like I do by the ear, you've got to try a little secret. What you want to do is get yourself at a piano, and if you can go la 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 la, and your right hand can do that exactly the same as your mind, la 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 la, la 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 la, and I didn't even look. Then you've got built in. It's built in. You'll be able to learn by playing by ear. Now, know what? Not many people do it play by ear because it's such a rare art. But you get used to it. That's the thing. That's what I would say. That if you can do that, la 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 la, la 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 la, then you're nearly there. That's what I'll say. Is you're nearly there because your mind is exactly tuned into your hand. So it does it automatic for me, so I can't tell people how to do it now. But sometimes even I'm watching telly now as I'm playing, so I don't even think about it. These hands just take over now. I've done it for years. But yeah, if you can do, and you go la 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 la. That's the thing. It will come to you, and then you split your mind. So that's doing, and then this hand wants to do something else. So you go. And that's how you do the chords as well as play by ear. So you're playing by ear with your main bits. And then you split your mind and listen to that bit and all. So I can listen to that bit and then blank that one out, or blank that one out and listen to that one. And that's a bit of a skill and all. But I've been told I've got a 1 in 10,000 perfect pitch. That makes everything pretty easy for me. But also that makes it so I can play out of tune like to anyone else. But it is really the right way. 432 is what the frequencies should be tuned to, but the Rothschilds changed it back in the 60s to 440, and then ever since that, they never changed it back, because it's such a horrible, horrible tone that people that's tuned into the right frequency, like myself, oh, we think it's a terrible tune. I don't know why the whom people have been, you know, thought that. But there again, Mr. Rothschild's a bastard anyway, right? He cancelled a lot of things that was good for you. All you got to do is look for Rothschild 432 frequency and look at and do a Google to see what Rothschild cancelled, because he cancelled all the best things for the human beings back in the 60s, just for his own making more money. But luckily the guy died 2 years ago, so hopefully it should have been brought back. But obviously he's got a family, so it's benefiting them, isn't it? So that's you can't do a lot about it. But it should be changed. I'm pleased now that some new musicians are actually finding this right frequency and knowing that they've been learnt the wrong way for years back in the 60s, right back in the 60s. I have this out with professors. I have it out with God knows how many professors with music and everything, but they're not going to give in, because say you've learnt right from your school days, college days, and you've been taught the wrong frequency all the way back, and now you're a professor of music. Are you going to admit it? This is the problem. This is the problem. No one admits it. They know they're wrong, but they admit it. You look at a concert, go to a concert and find out why the musicians have to go off stage to recharge to come back on again. That's the difference. I can play for 4 hours non-stop, and it doesn't bother me. I'm not knackered, I'm not fatigued or anything like that. I go fast or slow or anything like that, because I'm one of the musicians that's very luckily been trained like Elton John, Paul McCartney, all them sort of Stevie Wonder and all that. We play the old frequency. We don't play this crap new fucking 440. We play the old frequency. Vangelis used to do it, and he used to play by ear. Vangelis always played by ear, same. We never, musicians will find their own way. That's the thing. If you're good at interpreting music through your hands and your brain, without going through all this crap music what they give you at the school, which is completely wrong, then basically you'll get on really well. And you can see obviously Elton John and Paul McCartney and Pink Floyd and all them. So all the big bands always have played it. If you interview them, I've looked at videos on them interviewing them, and hardly any of those big bands have learnt music, because we find our own way. That's the thing. We find our own way, and this is why I can get on any chord, keyboard, or anything and play without even looking at it. I used to go in pubs and I used to go in pubs. I'd have a drink, pint, whatever it is. I'd put it on the piano, play along there, not think of anything else, just play my normal tunes. And for a pub that's got hardly anyone in, then after I've played 2 or 3 tunes, I'd look around and there'd be a hell of a applause at the back, and there'd be 50 or 60 people. And then they'd come up and ask me to play some tunes and put £10 in. £10 back in the days when I went to the pubs. Now when was that? Well, I'd be 14, 15, something like that. I'd be getting £10 in there, and they wouldn't think nothing of it. You know, they give you £10 to play a tune, like, you know, or whatever we want, like, you know. I'd come out there with 50, 60, £70 worth every single bloody week, like it was, and then going to. I actually had 3 pubs going at the time. As word got around, like, you know, there's a guy here can come in and play a keyboard just like that, like, you know. So of course everyone didn't have jukeboxes in them days. They had pianos. I made a fortune out of that. It really did. It was amazing. But because I played by ear, I could do that. I didn't have to have books. I didn't have to have tuning. I didn't have to do anything like that. I could do it, and my mind would tune into it. Um, that's why I'm a bit unique, really, to anyone else. If I play in a band, they have to tune to 432 to me. I can't do it the other way. Well, I can, but unfortunately, they will be out of tune because they won't be playing 432, and I'm damn sure I'm not going to go down to 440 because it's a horrible tone to me. It's a horrible drowning sound, and this is why I can just imitate things just like that. Like, you know, it's a gift. That's what it is. I'll tell you what it is. It's a gift. You can do that without even looking. um, so yeah, I love what I do, and that's probably the reason I don't look at it as a job. Um, I've had £1 million contracts given me and bloody go touring around the world, this, that, and the other, and I've always turned it down because I do not want to be working for somebody else, and I do not want a 360 contract or anything like that, because once you've got your £1 million, they give you £30,000 up front, and then basically they'll use all that money. They'll say, oh, we need to put £100,000 in transport, we need to put £100,000 in studio, we need to do. No, they don't. They're just using your money, what they've given you, and then you've got to use the money that you make with your music to pay them back. And it'll never happen. You'll never pay it back. And this is why Michael Jackson, Elvis, everyone else, they were stuck in the labels have got them. Once you sign for a label, your life is got. And when you die, they'll sell your music, because what they do, they push you to make more money, music, more music. Yeah, you keep making the music. We'll store it in a safe. And what you do when you die, we can use that music and we can make more money out of you. For fuck's sake, do not sign any contracts. Don't have publishers. Don't have labels. Do everything yourself. It takes 2 days to look at all the small print. It takes probably a day and a half to work it all out, what they're all on about. But do it, and you won't go wrong. And then you can be like me and do what you want and pick and choose your jobs. So yeah, I'm semi-retired. I just pick and choose the jobs now. If I want to do a job, I'll do a job. If I won't, care homes, I can pick up a phone and have any 100 care homes on the books. So last 3 or 4 years, I've not really earned anything actually, but I have got a good amount of savings. So and the mortgage and everything's paid off. So I live in a big house. They've got, it's common sense. I've looked after myself for years and years and years, and this is the result. So yeah, I'm quite happy with doing this. So I do live streams at night time, and I also do a stream every day now, and also do the ones upstairs. I've done all the achievements on YouTube. I've done all the achievements on TikTok and everything like that by just doing what I do. People come and follow me. 8,500 people on TikTok, I think. Don't know where it came from. I've never done them. I don't even follow them. That's the thing. I don't follow these people. They follow me. On Facebook, I've got 5,000 people follow me on that one, I think. It's not a massive amount, but it's enough to actually gain a good thing. I sell CDs, I sell vinyl, I sell merchandise, but I don't have a team doing it for me. I do it all myself, and this is the secret. If you're a musician, you can do it all yourself. You don't need a publisher. You don't need a label, and you don't need the idiots that bloody well say you've got, we can do this for you, we can do that, we can do, they can't, they can't, they can't. You look at all the big artists, tell me why they're still touring and they're in the 70s and 80s. I'll tell you why they're, because they signed a contract many years ago that says, here's my life, do what you want with it. And then when I'm dead, sell all my albums. It's a horrible, horrible business to be in. Do not get anywhere near it. I stay under the radar. And still enjoy my music. That's all I have to do. Because the first thing they would want me to do is tune into 440. Well, I can stick that up the fucking arse. There's no way I'm doing that. The secret is that this music heals you, and it also looks after DNA and everything. But it's the tone of it. It's tuned to your ears. It's tuned to the human ears. You listen to music on 440, and you listen to music on 432, and you'll notice the difference straight away because it's tuned to your ears. That's the thing. Vangelis knew the difference. I've talked to him. He went under tuberculosis, I think, on social media. But I've talked to him. I've been on live streams on him and everything like. And a very nice guy. It's just pity he died, but he was getting on a bit ill, boy. But he was fed up with the business because he was in it. He couldn't get out of it. He got to a stage where he could actually be in control, which was good. And that's why he did a lot of stuff at home, because he didn't want all the hassle of touring and things like that. And he hated it. He told me he hated it. I says, well, that's the good about it. But the good thing around it was he had to buy all the records back, like Taylor Swift's doing the same. And that was, you know, to buy your own thing back. But it costs so much more. It's a lot of artists don't do it. But Taylor's luckily enough bought her more music back, and now she's a billionaire because now she's got 100% rights instead of the 30% rights what she signed off for. Imagine that, selling an album for a £10 and only being able to have 30% of that. Whew, fuck that. I don't mind on BANDCAMP because the simple reason is I give £2 to every album that I sell, so I get £8. And since I sell a lot of albums, it doesn't bother me, like, you know. Because they do the service and that, right? There's another company I use that does all my vinyls and also does CDs. That's Evo Stage. They do them straight away. I don't have to have 1,000 printed before the prints go or something. It works on a different system. They work on fibre optics. They do it down in London. And basically, if I have 3 or 4 fans go online and want to buy an album, it will be printed the next day. That's the good thing about this company. I think it's fantastic. I put all my music on these things, and people just come along onto a website, pick the album what they want, pay the money, and it's basically made for them straight away there and then. Evo Stage, there's a lot of links on it. Check them all out. They all go to places. I've made sure of that. Because I can control it all myself, that's the thing. I check all the links that work to the right places. There's no dead links there. And yeah, it's a full-time job, but I love it and enjoy it, and I can do what I want. I haven't got a label saying you've got to tour, you've got to do this, you've got to go on there. I haven't. I haven't. I can play my music to all my fans around the world, and that's why I come on late, actually, for all my people around the world. Right, let's do something else then, shall we? That was a bit of trance. Right. Well, since we like a bit of the old trance stuff, I will do, well, a few years back, a techno one came out, and a girl, um, Cher came out and made a thing, but she was losing her voice at the time, and new technology was coming up, and there was a thing called auto tune, an auto chord, an auto voice, and she used all of them. Sound like a robot, but it got her over it. So, but she did make this one. Enjoy. Just like that. Yeah, so that was a bit of the old chair there. It's yeah, it's this technology that's I don't agree with it. I must admit, it's auto tune, auto chord, auto this, auto that. Why do they need it? We weren't taught like that with this technology. Let's look at this AI. That's a load of crap, isn't it? Bedroom musicians that think, oh, I ain't going to learn any music anymore. I'm going to play it properly. I'm just going to tap on the keyboard and let it do it itself. Yeah, it's a good idea, guys, but you can't license it because it's nothing to do with them. What they don't realise is when you use an AI system, the first thing you're doing on an AI, the company sell you, they give you this free one, right? But they only limit it. So then they say, right, well, what you have to do, you're going to have to give us so much money a month or to actually use our technology. So you can use our technology, AI, make beautiful sounds, and there you go. But they don't say that if you want to register it, that music's not yours because we've got the law that says that we are hiring out this technology to you to make songs for us so we can take all the royalties off you. I've read all the small prints. It's a big con, I tell you. So is fucking streaming. Yeah, it's the music business. Just for fuck's sake, keep out of it. Don't go in it. It's more problems than anything. You do not want to go anywhere near it. What you want to do, if you want to put your real music out, don't piss about with AI. Forget AI. That's a load of rubbish. I use it one reason. Only not for music. I use it for my covers because when I was young, I suffered from dyslexia, and I do suffer a little bit of it now. Like words are a bit jumbled up. But in the 70s, no one recognised dyslexia. It was it was put down as thick. So we was in the thick class. I was in thick class. So in electronic engineering qualifications, they were out the window. We never had exams or anything because we was thought to be too thick. It wasn't thick. It was just my dyslexia. So basically, I look at it this way: you're not so good at one thing, but you're very good at another. Now, my dad had businesses and all that, so it was okay on that sort of side. And he taught me maths. He was very, very good mathematician, and him and Grandad could play the piano, and they played in 432. They didn't learn this fucking 4/4 rubbish either. So basically, I've got two generations that's taught me the 432, not 4/40. And even my dad, who was a flight engineer in the RAF, he could actually outplay the bloke that was in the RAF, the pianist, and he could make it sound better than the pianist could. That was a top qualified guy that doing on these pieces of sheet rubbish, dots and things. So basically, yeah, Dad could really play, and also Granddad could, but we also played in 4/32. We didn't play in the 4/40 system. And by learning the right way instead of the wrong way that's been taught for back in the 60s, because the Rothschilds didn't want to have have people happy. That's what it is. They wanted to have people sad, and they wanted to have people depressed and all that. And this is what the 4/40 is. Every music you listen to is 4/40. It's the most depressing sound that you can ever come across. 4/32, and this is why my music sounds so good, because it is 4/32. Simple enough. You buy a keyboard, you've got 4/40, which is going to be the standard fixture anyway. All you do is you go into master tuning, turn it down to 4/32, and then learn to play it in 4/32. Don't play it in 4/40. It is a mind sort of numbing sound. It is the wrong sound. It has always been the wrong sound. But to get that sparkle and to get that sound that thousands, well, I've got thousands and thousands all around the world. It's basically that's what you want, and this is why I've got so many bloody agencies after me and all that, because they like the sound and all, and they can see what it's doing to people. But I keep saying, no, I don't want to do it. I've had £2 million offered me. £2 million contract. I'll give you a £2 million contract, but you can play in Las Vegas. We can do all this sort of fantastic thing. You can do this, that, and the other. But no, I turned that one down because the simple reason is I do not want to learn to be bloody phone just died off then. I just had the phone die off then. I don't know what happened there. That will probably be a pause when it's played back. Yeah, it just tried to connect and then it disappeared. Stupid phone. I have a feeling people are listening to me. And the powers that be are actually doing things that stop me from talking about this. It's a conspiracy thing, I must admit, but it all come down to the World War II, where Hitler had experimented with mind-numbing drugs, and also he was well into sound qualifying. He was a very, very big fan of Tesla, and Tesla was the one that made all this these frequencies. Tesla even says that 432 is the frequency we should be in, not 440. Where the 440 came, I don't know, because I think Hitler made that one because he was going to use it on the battlefield to depress the troops and that. It is real true that I've got that on first account. But everyone makes it out as a conspiracy thing, so you keep your head down, you don't really say a lot about it. But yeah, that's how 432 developed, because 432 was what it should be. The Rothschilds broken down all the bells in the churches because they were tuned to 432. He had them all replaced with 440, the horrible drone dreading sound. You don't know it, but it's in your mind. When we used to have, back in the 60s, and the bells used to ring, everyone was so happy and joyful and everything, but now they ain't. And now we've got G5 trying to knacker our brains out, so you can't do it. That's why when you go outside and your ears are whistling, that's G5. That's G5 doing that. Anyway, let's do some more music, because everybody likes music, and I like music. Okay, well, a fantastic fan that I used to know quite well, actually. I've talked to her once, twice. If this is the one, let's just have a listen. Yeah, that's the one. Bonnie Tyler. She had some great hits, and a very nice woman. I've talked to her once, twice online. Talked to a lot of fans online. They listen to me and then they come to me for some reason, because it's the music that's different to what they play. You see what they've been learned. But yeah, that's the reason. Anyway, believe it or not, if you want, believe it if you won't. I have people that won't believe it, but that's up to them. If they don't believe it, it's not bothering me. I'm telling the truth. I don't not tell the truth. There's no reason to tell a lie, because why tell a lie? Because you have to tell another lie to another lie to cover another lie. What's the point? Waste the time. I'm not into that sort of game. Okay, this is Bonnie Tyler. It's a Heartache. you go. Rest in peace, Bonnie Tyler. Very nice person. She also was in the Eurovision Song Contest and won one or two for the UK. Lost in France. I'm sure that was one of those. No, let's see if I can imitate that one. I've got to say it right notes anyway, but I just humming it in my head. Let's see if we can do it. Yeah, I can do this. Don't even have to understand. So yeah, Lost in France, another Bonnie Tyler one. That was back in the 60s, when she when she was in well, it could be in the 70s actually, that one. When she came, well, it could be in the 80s actually. I don't quite know which one it was actually, but she was in there and she represented the UK. that one, and also It's a Heartache. That was another one that came. Well known for that one. Well known for that one. But she was still touring, and it's only this year that she died. Unfortunately, went in for an operation and had difficulties. They had to put her in a coma, and unfortunately, it wasn't in the UK, so probably there was a lack in a bit of technology and probably a lack in a bit of experience. That left her in a coma, and when she come out of it, she went very well. So that was in Portugal, I think. It was only about a couple of months ago and all. But, yeah, I used to enjoy talking to her. Same with Vangelis, I'll talk to him all. Seem to be losing a lot of my mates and friends. This blooming business. But there you go. You see, it takes it out on you in the music business. Well, you just do not want to get in it. That's what I say. Do not get in that music business. If you want an easy life, that you're in control, don't go in the music business. For God's sake, don't do that. Let's have a look who's on board. Hi guys, how you doing? Sorry about boring you there. You're picking up some good information from a very well-known guy that knows all this stuff. Yeah, I'm going all the way back here. Okay, well, we got Emma. Is it Emma? Emma Willis. Where's the leaderboard? Let's have a look at the leaderboard. See how you doing, guys. Oh, Bananas took over now. He's got 50 XPs, whatever the XPs are. I still don't know what XPs are. But you got 50 XPs. Thank you very much. Frost is in second place now, and Emma's. Is that Emma? With a big E. She's just joined us. Maria's in fourth place. Josie Card is in fifth place, and we've got another one, Capella there, in sixth place. And then someone in seventh place with a big S. Thanks, guys, for listening tonight and enjoying and interacting. Can you play Chemical Brothers? Yeah, I'm going to try and do that one for you. I did represent, but you see, playing by ear, you've got to know what it sounds like. That's the problem. I will actually do that one for you, though. Thank you. What's up, boy? I like that one. Frosty, thanks. Hi there. Let's say Exada like tattoo. Exada like that. Is that the Russian girl group tattoo? Exada. I'll look into that one. I mean, normally I'll talk to my phone and ask it to do that, and then it'll play it for me. But I'm streaming at the moment, so I can't really do that because it won't. If I go off this one now, it'll just shut this phone down, so you'll lose the streaming side. So I'll do that one later, work it out, and then I'll come back and do that on. Let's see. Tomorrow I'll be back on TikTok. I think, yeah, probably on TikTok. So I'll be on TikTok. Next night I'll be on YouTube again, and then I'll hopefully have that one for you guys. What's it? How long have you been playing? Oh yeah, we've done that one. Yeah, thanks. Hope you're enjoying that bit and find that interesting. Yes, I do play in a 432 frequency, which is what makes the sound exactly what it should be in your ears. I don't accompany people because I don't play like accompaniment. I play like a lead. This is the singing hand, and this is the accompanying hand. When you play and someone's singing, then you've got to play completely different. Apparently, I've never done it, but that would bore the socks off me. That would. Someone was singing and not letting my right hand do the singing. Yeah, I actually learned from when I was a teenager the best organist in the world, and that was Klaus Wunderlich. He was the ultimate, and he could do multi-tracking even back in the days when they didn't have multi-tracking. He used to do it with tape decks, I think, if I remember right. The tape deck, which had it split 4 ways, 4 little tracks on each. And later on he did it digitally, like, but he was the only person that started to do multi-tracking. And I've never bothered with it. I just play normal. There is a lot of musicians out there that use CDs that record a thing like in a studio, and then they take it out, record it, and then all they do is play the melody. That infuriates me, that does, because that's not the way to do it. That ain't the way to do it. You're not playing with a flipping band. Play the bloody thing, just all of it, if you're going to play. But that's the way the music business is. They have auto-tune, they have auto-chord. Oh, it does annoy me. You shouldn't really need all this if you're a proper musician. And that's why I can always tuck my hand up and say, yes, I can play the instrument, because I can go straight on it and play it. I don't have to faff around with it, program it, or do whatever it is. I have tried, and I can play some small melodies. Would be amazing to play. Well, that's the thing. If you can play something like that, and you can play it by ear, what you want to do, forget about the music and that. Close your eyes, hum a tune in your head, and find it on the keyboard. Okay? So you're not looking at the keys. Close your eyes and just use your right hand to, whatever you're humming, find them keys. Once you've found them keys, keep humming that tune in your head until you find all them keys in the right order. Once you've done that, you can play by ear. And then you can train your mind to do that. You can forget all about these bloody dots and bloody well how you're supposed to have your hand, because the way I play, I bounce my hands all over the keyboards. I don't even think about it now. It just goes where it is. I let these hands, I mean, I'm watching telly. While I'm doing all this, I'm watching telly. Look, if I turn this round, there's a 65-inch screen down there, and there's a big room all the way down there. So that's down there. There's that big television there, 65-inch screen. And I can see it from this angle. Well, you can see it from here, like, because I'm in the music and gym room, and the actual phone's on a stand, which is a stepper. It's a stepper, one of these steppers that steps up, like, you know, it's connected to that. So I'm actually watching telly while I'm actually playing. That's how much concentration I don't have to worry about nowadays to look at it, like. But because I play by ear, whatever I hear, my hands will play straight after it. Sometimes I don't even have to bother about it. I just watch this and let these get on with it, like, because it's all programmed in me. But that's what I say. If you sort of, I've got a bit of tunes and the melodies, I can help anyone learn to play by ear, but I can't learn them to play the horrible way, the wrong way, which everyone teaches. Because back in the 60s, it was learnt wrong, the frequency was changed, and no one changed it. So it's their own bloody fault. If you want to play that stupid frequency, that's fair enough, like. But that's why you go to a concert, and that's why after a little while the band have to, because they're playing in the wrong frequency. Have a break. They don't need a break in 432. Just have a drink. That's it, and off we go again. Go for 3 hours. You look at old musicians, Paul McCartney. You go to concert with Paul McCartney. You go to concert with Elton John. You go to. They're not these 45 minutes here, and then we're off the stage for 5 minutes, and we'll come back for another 5 minutes. It's nothing like that. They're in there for 3 or 4 hours, no problem. And a lot of people recognise that and know that. Because we are the people that play by ear. That is the secret. There is a secret to playing music, and it's been taught wrong. But the problem is, if anyone that's been taught right says anything about it, you get so much people come against you that you tend to not say it. I say fuck it. I don't give a damn, because I've always learnt that frequency, and that's what I've always been taught, and I always play it, and I've got no problem in talking about it and helping other people out. And luckily enough, some of this new generation and this Wi-Fi stuff, this modern chill out stuff, is actually played in 432, and I'm pleased that the new generation took it on board, because it would have been a dying trend. Now we've got rid of the Rothschild, he's out the bloody way, so he can't have no say in it now. But they haven't changed the frequency, and no one seems to want to do it. So we've got a problem on that one. I can't do any further than what I'm doing now. But I am probably one of the very rare secret guys that plays in that frequency. So there you go, Marie. Give it a go. Come back, let me know how you get on, and I think you will find that it will be a lot easier to play, because when you're playing that, you don't play the black notes, you play all the white notes. You play all the white notes and you slide into the black notes. So say you playing a violin. The violin has a sliding effect. Okay, so you're doing the white ones and then you slide into the black. All the other stuff that you've learned goes out the window, because you're now playing in a different frequency, a different way. That is the secret. So I have learnt it, and it's been through my generation anyway. So that's it. I go to open mics and I play brilliant on open mics, but to play it with a band, they get onto me because I'm playing out of tune according to them. So, so I don't go anymore. I don't go anymore because they say I'm wrong and I'm not. It's unfortunately that it's gone on so long and so many years that people have only starting to wake up to this frequency. It's such a pity, really, that it's gone on so long that you have to fight your case. But I mean, it's you're nearly banging your head on the wall, really. People just don't take it, seriously. But it's right. It's right. You try your best. But yeah, there you go, Marie. Give it a go, and I'm sure that you will find out that that will work better for you. Forget all what you've been taught, and it will work. What's that? Capella and space music. Yeah, space music. I love space music. Space music. Let's do a bit more, shall we? Let's do some Vangelis. Do some Vangelis. You know Vangelis, don't we? Let's try and find the Jean-Michel Jarre sounds. So what we need is I could find this in 1,740 freaking styles. It's a trance, of course, the 6/8 trance. One he did from Vangelis was Polestar. It's very quick. There you go, bit of Vangelis and Polestar. I like that one. It's tricky to play. You get used to it. So yeah, that was a bit of Polestar there. If you are interested in any of my music, I can show you a website that's got them all. There's all my albums. I have got 52 albums, 520 songs, all in my name, all my own stuff. It could be anything that I fancied playing at the time, like, because I've got an 80 gig hard disk recorder here. So what I do is I record a song, and then I press pause, and then I press play for 3 seconds, then I press pause again, then I put record, do another song, press pause, press play, and make little gaps. And what it is, it's making one whole track that's a long track that's got 10 little tracks in between, and that's all your music. So you can make that in one night, and then I go upstairs and put it on Audacity and make an album out of it. Get me AI to do all the spelling and the grammar and God knows what, and pictures. And this is how I get my albums, and that's how I can produce them myself. I don't need a distributor. I don't need a publisher. I definitely don't need a label, because I am my own label, Stephen Francis. So yeah, it's the way. I mean, one night I might want a load of ABBA, so I'll do an ABBA album. Another night I'll do a bit of Beatles, so I'll do a Beatles album. I think the Beatles album's called Fab Four. It's that one with the keyboard. Okay, and the ABBA one is called Swedish Made. You can't use the actual name ABBA and that because it's copyright. But you can actually twist it around a little bit. I have actually paid for all the rights to actually have this music anyway. All you do is you go down to MCPS and you say, I want to make an album of ABBA songs. You write down the songs you want. They give you a price, so it's £4 a track to actually do, I think. Come out with a track with an album would cost anything from £15, £16. That is, you bought the rights for making 50 albums and 50 CDs, like, you know, so you can do that and put it in your own name, and that's how you do it. That's the proper way to do it. Don't copyright, because you'll get done. If you get done, the actual rate now for copyrights, piracy, and for going into court and everything like that is £11 million. So if you've got £11 million, you can do copyrights. You can rip off everyone's music. But I wouldn't advise it unless you got £11 million. That is the going rate. It could be any higher, like now, because that's what it used to be back in a few years ago. So if you take anyone to court and you've got your music and they nicked your music, and you can prove it by you've bought the rights first from MCPS, then basically they're in shit stream. Really, basically they owe you £11 million. There's a lot to this music business, I tell you. But I've always covered myself on the copyright stuff, so that's okay. That's why I can have all these albums, like, you know, Bob Marley and Pink Floyd and Orchestra Manoeuvres in the Dark, all that sort of thing. And also some of my own stuff. My own stuff is the ambient stuff that I take my music and I manipulate it, stretch it about a bit, and do things like that. And that's more like for the relaxation stuff, like. So that's what it is. Hey Graham, how's it going? We're having a lesson here of explaining everyone why I'm playing a 432 frequency instead of 440. And how my music sounds far better than 440. That is the frequency. So yeah, there's all the albums on BANDCAMP. Check them all out, and enjoy. I have got I have got one track of each album on SoundCloud and all, so you can have that. I give that away for free, basically. I say this music is for free. You can have it, put it onto a video, put it onto your anything else, as long as you sort of say that this music is Stephen Francis, then that's no problem, because I'll get copyright out of that. You'll get the actual free music, but I get the copyright. So, because I gave you the music to actually do it onto a video. I've had thousands of people take up the offer, so thank you very much. It's doing well with me, royalties. So yeah, it helps helps each other. That's why I let a lot of music go for free, as long as I get the recognition and credited, because that's what the algorithms look for. Like, and they can tell nowadays if you nicked anyone's music. The best thing is really you have to have permission. Once you've got the permission, you can nick the music. But then of course you've got to split the difference. So it's it's all swings and roundabouts. Okay, moving right on. We'll do a bit of American Pie. the cloud stuff. Putting an all combination together. How we used to do it back in the days. Yeah, I was a teenager when I had all the albums. I've still got all the albums. Yeah, he was my hero. So yeah, he was a good player, very good. And I answer some more questions. Yeah, so there you go. By playing by ear, that would be the best way to do it. The secret to know if you're going to play by ear, if you can play by ear, is that you have to go straight onto the keyboard, you close your eyes, you hum something, a tune in your head, you find that with your right hand. So start off with a tune, you know, all that sort of thing. Once you've got the tune in your head, then you still now have to find the keys. Now the only way you're going to do that is by listening to your brain. So you listen to your brain, you go la 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 la, and your key, if you're tuned to play by ear instead of learn the stupid way, then it's best to just basically try and find that song that's in your head, get it to your hand, and once you've done that, then you can play by ear. Then let me know. I can help you out. But basically, I can't teach anyone to play by ear if they're used to playing on a different frequency. Like I play out of tune. I play 4-3-2. All that is tuned out of 4. You listen to these so-called experts, and they'll say that I'm playing out of tune. Well, I'm not. I'm playing in tune, but they're playing out of tune. But they've been learned back in the 60s the wrong way. But no one's going to say, yes, I admit it. Yes, yes, I've wasted all my years. Now I'm a professor of music. They're not going to admit it, are they? There's only a few of us know the secrets. So basically, yeah, 4-3-2 is what you want to be doing. All these are tuned to 4-3-2. That's 4-3-2. This is 4-3-2. All my keyboards are 4-3-2. And that's what gives you that nice, warm, smooth sound, because that is what it should be. Your friends and your fans will love you for it, I tell you. And every time I go on Facebook, I get over 100,000 fans just jump straight in there. God knows how many I've got all around the world, because it just doesn't track it up. I know I've got 50 followers because that's the maximum I'm allowed. 50,000, yeah, 5,000 followers. That's it. You're only allowed 5,000 followers. That's it, because it's the way it goes apparently. But if you get onto some websites, they can actually track it how many that you have actually got. And I know that I have actually looked on 1 or 2 little websites, and every time I've come on board, it's over 150,000 people around the world just automatically jump straight on board when I go live. So God knows how many. I've lost track. I'll just play the keyboard. So yeah, I mean, that's how I can play well, because I define the way that everyone's been taught, because I always played white notes. I never ever play the black notes. Never play the black notes unless I want to slide into something. Slide in, slide out, like that. But when you play from 4/4/0, you play a certain whatever the touch. But when you tune that down to 4/3/2, everything changes. The keys black go to white, white goes to black. But because you're in that frequency of 4/3/2, everything changes to white into black. I can't tell you how it works, but it does work. And then you can play anything. dead easy. You just don't even have to think about it. Like that one. Bit of Dire Straits there. Two frustrates there. First one was basically what the heck was the first one? Walk of Life. That's it. And then the second one was Twisting by the Pool. So yeah, it's all good stuff. Lost track of time there. Always going up 3. Okay, no problem. So yeah, that's the thing. So I mean, you said you've tried a small melody, so that's pretty good. So you're on the right tracks. You're on the right tracks. I mean, all of this stuff here, I never even think of it now, right? But I used to be able to think about it and then play it. But most of the time now, I'm watching telly as I'm playing. I'm not even thinking about it. But let these hands just go on automatic because I've trained them that many years, like. And yeah, it's all good. It's all good fun. Thank you very much for joining me. Let's have a quick look. Space music. Well, I do like space music, I must admit. Graham, I hope you're enjoying the music. I know you've got a Taurus and all. I noticed actually when you're doing the actual, doing a quite clever thing actually. You programmed the keyboards to actually play the music on the ballroom dancing, didn't you? Because it's all playing from the keyboard. There is a player on here somewhere, I know. It's a good idea that, because then you can chill out a bit, can't you? I don't blame you. I don't blame you on that one. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, Taurus and the Worsey. I've never had a Worsey. I've never tried a Worsey. Too many electronic things on it. I think I'd like to be in control of it instead of having it do everything for me, and I'll just play the melody. I don't really want that. I want to play all of it. I want full control. I say, what? Do all this lot. All full control. I mean, you listen to some of the ones on TikTok. Some of the youngsters, they cheat. They cheat, and it does my head in. That does it. And you'll have a guy there. And people are actually giving him presents and tipping him and that for this. And I'm thinking, you're conning the audience, mate. You're conning the audience. You're not a proper musician. You're just a bloody scam person, really. Making out you're playing was what he was doing. He's playing the piano, right? But he wasn't playing as a musician or a accompanist. He was playing the melody, but he wasn't even playing that. He was just making a noise, and people were giving him money. I thought, well, what the fuck's going on here? So I looked into it. I thought his hands ain't reacting to what the sound's coming through, like, and I thought that backing's too precise. It's been programmed. So what he's done is he's programmed an MP3 player to play the whole thing, but took out the actual lead part. In fact, this guy didn't he? He was right blooming scamming everyone, but basically he was just playing along with it, but making over the top sounds. And I thought, you flipping scammer, that's not the way to do it. You don't just deceive. You don't deceive your audience. If they come and they give you money for something you do it properly. You don't scam them, because if you do that, they will know, and once they know, you've lost your fans. So I think he was just a bedroom DJ or something, but he certainly couldn't play. What a mess he was making of it. But people were actually giving him money. But then I found out why this was happening, because what happens is that the buggers try to get me on board. So just play the keyboard, and what we do is we get all the bunch together, and we all give each other money, and then it makes the algorithm on TikTok not know what's going on, so we can actually make money out of other people. Because what we do is we get 4 people together of our friends. We'll do all the actual giving money, but then we'll bring another one on board. It's called the mark. So you bring a few more people on board and get them to do it. I said I don't want nothing to do with it. I'm nothing to do with this hustling. You can forget that. And I wouldn't have anything to do with it. So if you get someone that's crap playing or whatever, doing something like that, and you see a lot of people giving a lot of money to each other, that's a scam. Keep well away from it. The TikTok scam, it's called. There's no way I'm doing it. I earn my money. You can fuck off. Right. Here's a little bit of country western. This is a kind of hush. Let's get the old thing going. See, everything's manual here. Okay, 3 o'clock then. So I'm going to disappear now and do a bit more on the computer. I will see you. Let me think. What am I doing? This is TikTok. No, TikTok. Back on TikTok tomorrow. That's it. Yeah. Somewhere about 12, 1. Depends what, if I'm watching a film or somewhere around there. Thanks a lot for joining us. Thanks, Graham. Thanks a lot, everyone there. Much appreciate it. If you want to give any money, that's thank you. I won't ask you for it, but that's up to you. And I will try my best to get that other one that you wanted. Well, I'll have a listen to it in a minute, actually. See how it goes. Chemical Brothers, and I think it was called Go, wasn't it? So I'll give that a go for you, and hopefully we'll have that one ready and running for possibly not tomorrow, next day. So well, there you go. Okay, well, thanks for joining us. Thanks, Graham, for popping in, and hope you enjoyed. I'm going to leave you with the song I always enjoy, always leave at the end of my songs, whether it's on whatever rhythm. This one is going to be a country and western. I will say thank you for the music. See ya. There we go. Time is 3 o'clock, and hope you had a fantastic time. Yep, try that little message, that little thing that I said. Close your eyes, play the keyboard with your right hand. If you can hum the tune in your head, if you've got it in your mind, and if you can play it with your hand, you need to learn by ear. Okay, let me know, and we can go to the next stage then if it comes to that. But definitely you need to know that way, because if you can't do that way, then whatever I tell you, it won't make no sense. That's the way to do it. But yeah, I wish you every success. I think you'll be fine. If you can actually do melodies now, that's a good thing. If you're doing it by paper, that will go out the window, unfortunately. But yeah, I mean, if you can play by ear, that's not a problem. That's the best way to go. All the top musicians do it. They all do it because you learn to know um, how to listen to the music and how to interpret it and that like. As I say, Vangelis, Jean-Michel Jarre, they've never learned music, um, and they basically play by ear. All the top people do. I think even probably Graham does. I don't know. But yeah, I, I, I would. It would do my head in if I had to go all that lot and that. Actually, have to have your feet, hands there, and your keys here. You're gonna move there. And I'll stop that. I'll bounce them all up the place. I do. Same way as Klaus used to do. He used to bounce all over the place. Um, but that's the way you just get used to everything. Like it's a special way. You learn your own way. Give it a go. Let me know, and I'll be interested to see if I can help you out. So thank you very much for joining me. I will see you soon. Take care.